Hey everybody, LadyLibertyStacker here. It is early July 2017. I'm not going to give you a date because this is going to be a part of another video. What you're looking at here are 3 old vintage cast iron skillets, and I happened to find them at a local antique shop in my area. And I was actually in there the other day and I didn't see anything like this. I was actually looking for a small skillet that I could, make breakfast sandwiches in or fry a single burger or what have you. And this one happens to measure 6 inches. I'm not sure what it is, but I didn't have any idea if the guy had anything or not. So I went there again today with my mom, and we were just kind of running around. And I asked the old codgety owner, I said, "Do you have any cast iron skillets?" And he goes, "As a matter of fact, I do." And he started to head out of the store. He has some things on the outside. I guess he gets things in. He doesn't know quite where to put them. And he said, "You'll have to clean these up. They're really, really bad. Or they're real cruddy and everything." I said, "Okay, let me see." And he said, "Take them off my hands." So I kind of looked at it, and I really don't know what this one is, but 6 inches is the perfect size. And these are really, really light, easy to handle. And I do have some new Lodge, that's L-O-D-G-E, Lodge cast iron. They're very, very heavy, and the bottom, this cooking surface, is very, it's kind of pebbly-like, so it can hold the seasoning at the factory better. These are obviously very smooth, but somebody didn't take care of these. So I took a look at this one, and on the back, and he walked off and let me look at the. This is a Wagner ware. Sydney, if you can see that right there. And you go down to the bottom, it's got a number of the skillet. It's a 1056D or 10560. So it's actually called the number 6. And I'm going to go ahead and set it down. And they're all in really good shape, believe it or not. They just need to be cleaned and then re-seasoned. This one is about 9 inches. And then this one also is an older, it's 10 inches. We'll go ahead and measure this one. 10-inch skillet, and these are actually the sizes I was looking for. All 3 of these. This is an old one. It's a number 8, and it's the only thing I can really see in this one. It's got a rim around the edge. I don't know if there's anything. That's just crud. It's got a rim around the edge, and what they use these for, they use these so the pan would sit into the burner on the old-fashioned stovetops. So anyways, this one here kind of looks like a Griswold, but I'm not sure. But Wagner ware and Griswold are considered the creme de la creme on vintage cast iron. As far as I know, I don't really know a ton about it, but I do know a little bit more than the average Joe down the street. So at any rate, this one's kind of nice too. And I recently had to modify a cast iron pizza recipe that was for a pan this size, a 10-inch pan. Mine's a 12-inch Lodge. But I'm going to clean these up. I'm either going to use Easy Off Oven Cleaner, but that'll take anywhere from 2 days to a week. You have to spray these, put them inside a garbage bag, really a heavy-duty garbage bag, and let the chemicals go to work on all the rust and crud in here. Or you can use the self-clean oven method, and if it gets cool enough tomorrow, it's supposed to kind of have a mini cold front, not real cold, but cold enough where I can use the self-clean oven without roasting, and I can open up all the windows, because you have to do that anyway when you use your self-clean oven, because all this stuff bakes off and vents out. So I just kind of wanted a record of this, and I got a real bargain. He wanted me to take them off his hands, and I knew just this pan was worth something. Seasoned and ready to go. I mean, these sell for $40, $50 and up on eBay. Not sure what this one is, but you don't know. But I got to clean my oven anyway, so you might as well. But I paid $15 for all 3 of these. That one is a Wagner in good shape. It was worth it just for this one alone. So we'll see what we got. I just wanted this as a record, and I will be back with some precious metals purchases, guys. I just wanted to make this as part of, so you guys could see what I've been up to. All right, hope you all have a good day, and I'll be back real soon on the next part of this video. Until next time. Hey guys, I am back again. I just put those 3 crusty skillets in my self-clean oven for 3 hours. It has a locking feature and it won't unlock until it's cooled down sufficiently enough to handle. So we're going to grab one of the skillets out. We're going to see how I did. This is the first time I've ever done this. So we're going to check it out and see. Now I put a cookie sheet below to try to catch some of the crap as it came off. And we're going to take the small little guy out and see how it did. And it's still kind of warm. And we're going to see it's very hot. Or it's still, well, it's warm, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and see how that stuff just flakes off. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera and then work so you can see me, at least me work on this skillet, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back again, and it's really still quite crusty. I had it in there for 3 hours. So we're going to I'm going to try to rinse it off here. I got to warm up the water though, because the pan is still quite warm. You don't never want to put cold water on a warm or a hot skillet, because that could crack it. And trying to get some of this stuff off. And like I said, I've never done this before, and it was pretty crusty. I can start to see some of the print on there. I may require more soaking in a vinegar-water combination to get some of this crap off, because it was pretty nasty. It really was. There we go. And I've got these 00 scouring pads. And let's try this too. It's chainmail. Put some soap in here. They recommend Ivory. I think Dawn is just as good. Put some Dawn in there and try to get some of that out. And I will be right back. I'm going to work on this for a little bit, and we'll see how. Okay, guys. Did a little bit of elbow grease, and this is what I came up with. It's a number 3, which means it's 6 inches wide, 6-inch skillet, and it's actually very good condition. Almost all of the rust and everything came off on the inside. It's smooth as a baby's butt. That's the only way I can put it. On the other side, there's no markings on it other than it says 6.5-inch skillet. I don't know if you guys can see that writing there. Try to get the lighting here. And it has an H on it, so I have no idea. There's an H down here, so I'm going to have to do some research as to what this might be. It does not have a Made in the USA sticker on, or print stamp on here. So I'm assuming it's older than 1960, because in 1960 they were required to stamp Made in the USA if they were made in the USA on here. So, but this is very smooth. It's going to be a great pan. So anyway, I'm probably going to have to put a wire wheel to this because the back is still a little bit rough. I want to smooth it out. I'll show you what I use for small sides. This is a wire brush. It's a 2-inch. It just goes into my drill. And I drill that in between a couple of cutting boards, and try to show you that setup when I'm ready to work on this piece. And for larger areas, the bottom or the inside of the pan, I use a 3-inch wire wheel to smooth it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to make everything smooth where it holds the seasoning, and it's going to be easy to cook in. So at any rate, that's what these are. And anyway, so I will be back and show you what I got on the other pans, but this one's going to be a real nice cooker, I have a feeling. So, alright guys, I'll be back. Okay guys, here's my next one. This one is still a bit warm, but look, all that crud just flake right off. Look at that. Just, it's becoming a little cooler to the touch. My oven's been off for probably a couple of hours now. And it looks to be in pretty decent shape. I'm going to give it a good cleaning. And look at that, just comes right off. So you got to be very careful if you guys are going to do this. I can reference a couple of videos at the end of this, the complete way to do it. I'm not sure what this skillet is still. So I'm going to get to work on it, and I will be back, guys, and we'll see what we got. Okay, guys, I'm back. I put a little elbow grease into the second one, and I'm not sure what it is. It might be a Birmingham stove and range. They were made down in Alabama between 1900 and 1950. It is unmarked. It's got a pretty cool handle here, and the pouring spouts are very small. It's very, very smooth. Look at that, very smooth. I'm going to put a wire brush to it with my drill, and it's got the heat ring, as I said, in the back, but it looks much, much better. It's very smooth, it's flat. This is the pan. It's about 9 inches. Can make cast iron pizza in this one. It's a number 8, which means I believe it is a, no, this one is I think a little over 10 inches, 10 and 1/8 or something like that. But I just gave it a rinse in cold water so it won't rust. But I'm going to dry it all up, and then we're going to take out the third pan and see what the third pan looks like, and I will be right back. Well, I wanted to show you the middle stage of the small pan, number 3, and the larger pan, number 8. I dried it all off after my cold flash rinse so it wouldn't rust. I need to still do the third pan, but you can see how smooth that is. And the back is not as smooth as the inside, but that's what counts. That's what you're going to cook with. It's unmarked, other than the H 6.5 inch skillet. And the most important thing is it sits flat. Let me see how I can show you. It sits very flat. And I tested it with the credit card this way and this way, and I couldn't. It was really hard though with all the crud on it, but the credit card laid flat on it, so I figured it was a good one. And then this one came out well. I got to do a wire brush to it, but it's all dried off, ready to go, so I can do that. And there's the back, and unmarked. A lot of times some of the major companies would make these unmarked ones for department stores like Montgomery Ward's, Woolworths, and places like that. So it's hard to say, but it's very good quality on both of these. So there you go. So that's it for now. I'm going to be back with a third one, and I'll show you that one. I am going to be getting out the third one. This one was the Wagner ware, and this one had a lot of stuff on there too, as you can see, and it's pretty much flaking off. And try to get my it's still quite warm to the touch. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I have my little pot holder on it, and trying to. This had a lot of crud on it as well. It's coming off. It's going to require some elbow grease. And I'm going to start out with my 00 scouring pad that will really wipe this thing down very good. And then after that, you know, on the last pan, I actually tried a Brillo pad, and the Brillo pad worked fantastic. So, I mean, there's no rule of thumb on this, you know, on this type, you know, just follow the general outline, but you can use a Brillo pad. But I'm going to rinse it off, and I'm going to go ahead and put some Dawn in there. It's hot or warmer water to match the pan. And we're going to go ahead and get to work on it. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing in here. I'll move it over. And we're going to go ahead and start in with the scouring pad. And it's starting to smooth out, so I'm going to go ahead and do this for a few minutes. It'll take me probably about 10 minutes. These guys were nasty. They were really, really cruddy, and that's why I got all 3 of them for 15 bucks. This one here was, I think, the prize. This is the one that's a Wagner. There's other ones I would like to get. Griswold is one. But I'd rather start out practicing on unmarked ones and cooking on them for myself until I find better ones. And as I start acquiring these, if it goes as planned, I can actually sell them on eBay for a lot more than what I paid for them. Of course, it requires a little bit of work. You've got to do some elbow grease here. And this is turning out to be really, really, really smooth. So I'm going to work on this, guys, and I will be back.